The icon who took fashion. She walked off the runway never looked back. Devon Aoki became fashion legend in 2020. She wasn't tall enough, wasn't typical, but she changed everything. Dior, no, Versace, her face was everywhere. And then, just as suddenly, she disappeared. Devon Aoki was born on August 10, 1982, into a richly multicultural family. Her father, Rocky Aoki, also known as Hiroaki Aoki, was a Japanese-born Olympic wrestler turned restaurateur, best known for founding the Benihana chain. Her mother, Pamela Hilberger, is of German and English descent and works as a jewelry designer. Growing up in a large blended family, Devon has multiple half-siblings, among them the international DJ and producer Steve Aoki. She was discovered at a very young age, around 13, and signed to modeling, launching what would become one of the defining modeling careers of the late 1990s and early 2000s. From her early 20s, and indeed as a teenager, Devon Aoki rapidly ascended the fashion world's ranks. She stood out not only for her looks, porcelain skin, distinctive facial features, a compact frame, just over 5'5", but for the way she moved and the attitude she brought to the runway and campaigns. Some career highlights. At age 16 she replaced Naomi Campbell as the face of Versace, a high-profile milestone. She walked for a roster of haute couture and luxury houses, Chanel, Comme des Garçons, Balenciaga, Jean-Paul Gaultier, Marc Jacobs, the full elite fashion circuit. She appeared in major advertising campaigns for labels such as Chanel, Yves Saint Laurent, Hugo Boss, Tiffany & Company, Lancôme. Iconic shoots, for example, her appearance in the 1999/2000 era of Chanel Haute Couture, doing bold looks like a pink mohawk bride's look in AW99. Her presence was more than the standard pretty model. She brought attitude, edge, and a mixing of high fashion and youthful rebellion which resonated at the turn of the millennium. This made her a defining face of that era of fashion. Around the early 2000s, Devon moved into acting, leveraging her modeling fame but choosing interesting, somewhat genre roles. Some of her film credits include Too Fast, Too Furious, 2003, where she played Suki, a street racer. Sin City, 2005, where she played Miho, a silent assassin-type character, in the cult film directed by Frank Miller and Robert Rodriguez. DOA, Dead or Alive, 2006, and Mutant Chronicles, 2008, among others. These roles allowed her to stretch her persona beyond the runway, showing charisma, body movement skill, especially in the action roles, and cross-market appeal. Yet, despite this desertion into film, modeling remained the stronger pillar of her public identity. By around 2009, Devon Aoki made a conscious decision to step back from full-time acting and modeling. According to sources, her priorities shifted toward motherhood and family. She married venture capitalist James Bailey in 2011, a Harvard graduate, and the couple have children, 4 in total, 1 son, 3 daughters, according to several reports. This withdrawal from the high-visibility cycle of fashion and film was significant. In effect, she traded continuous runway seasons, campaign shoots and filming schedules for parenthood, family life and a more private existence. In an industry that often demands constant visibility, her choice was intentional and meaningful. Though she moved away from full-time modeling/acting, Devon Aoki has not vanished. Her legacy remains strong, and in recent years she's participated selectively in fashion projects, signaling both her enduring relevance and a more curated presence. In spring-summer 2023, she starred in the campaign for Acne Studios, shot by Carlin Jacobs, a high-profile return to modeling work. She also featured in other brand campaigns such as Moschino's Toy 2 fragrance campaign, photographed by Steven Meisel. Her style and aesthetic continue to influence beauty enthusiasts and the broader fashion conversation. For instance, recent articles highlight the Devon Aoki effect on Y2K beauty and model makeup trends. Thus, while she is no longer a full-time supermodel walking every season, Devon has transitioned into a thoughtful figure within fashion, someone whose presence evokes nostalgia, authority, and enduring style. She demonstrates that one can step back from the glare of full-time glamour, but still retain influence and relevance. Why does Devon Aoki's story matter? Representation. As an Asian Japanese-American woman succeeding at the highest levels of high fashion, she helped broaden perceptions of beauty and diversity at a time when the industry was less inclusive. Style icon. Her looks, the mix of angelic/alien features, sharp style, edge and modest height, challenge conventional supermodel norms. Many stylists and editors still reference her presence when discussing early 2000s fashion. Transition model. Her decision to step back from full-tilt glamour to prioritize family, and still selectively show up when she chooses, represents a less often told but significant path in the model/celebrity world. Legacy brand dynamics. Her later campaign work shows how legacy models can still engage in brand storytelling without full-time runway stints, which is a growing trend in the industry. In her personal life, Devon is focused on her children and her relationship with husband James Bailey. Various profiles state that she resides out of the constant runway/film glare, preferring home life while remaining connected to her industry when she chooses. Her family heritage, father Rocky Aoki, mother Pamela Hilberger, offered a unique vantage point, entrepreneurial, cross-cultural, creative. She often credits her mother for grounding and independence. Saying Devon quit fashion to become a housewife is somewhat reductive. The more accurate narrative is that she deliberately reduced her load in fashion/acting to focus on family, and chose selective involvement rather than full abandonment. What distinguishes her path? She didn't disappear entirely. Notable campaigns in 2023 indicate she still values participation in the industry. Housewife implies domestic life only. In fact, she remains publicly connected to fashion, modeling, and cultural influence. Her story illustrates choice and agency. She chose a different pace, rather than being forced out by industry dynamics or age. Though she has largely stepped back, some possible trajectories include more selective high-fashion campaigns leveraging her legacy status, as in Acne Studios' SS23. Mentorship roles in fashion, design or modeling, given her unique experience and family ties. Lifestyle/entrepreneurial endeavors connecting fashion plus motherhood, though none widely publicized yet. Continuation of her family legacy. Her children, some already appear in modeling campaigns. For example, reports mention her daughter Alessandra and son James Hunter doing children modeling. Devon Aoki's journey is compelling, discovered in her teens, ascending quickly to the pinnacle of fashion modeling and then branching into acting, only to then make a deliberate choice to step back, focus on family, and curate her presence rather than chase constant exposure. Her story resonates on multiple levels, as a fashion icon of the early 2000s, as a model who defied conventions, and as a figure who showed that stepping away from the limelight doesn't mean disappearing entirely. Her legacy remains alive in the way brands, stylists, and beauty editors reference her look and career, and in the way she quietly balances family and industry relevance. For those who remember her from the Versace campaigns, the Sin City screen cameo, or the early runway blitz, Devon Aoki remains not just a memory, but a continuing presence whose next chapter, even if low-key, will be worth watching.